Hi there, today I'm visiting the Safari Hotel in Chessington. Now if you're going to be visiting the attractions at the Chessington World of Adventure theme park, which is just right next door to the hotels, this is probably where you're going to stay. Now there's two elements to this hotel. There's the Aztec Hotel and there's the Safari themed hotel. And while they're two separate hotels, they are kind of connected through a walkway that's on the, oddly enough, second floor. There's a bridge that links the two held, but they share all the same amenities such as restaurants and things for kids to do and so on. So today, join us as we go and look inside a savannah view room at the Chessington Safari Hotel at the World of Adventure here in Chessington. This is the main lobby when you walk through the front entrance, and you'll be greeted by this huge LED giraffe, which is pretty cool, right on the check-in. Lots of bright colours. The kids will absolutely love it as soon as they walk through the doors. You've got more lights up this tree here. You've got a check-in desk over here for self-check-in, where you can just get your key and go straight to your room if your room is ready. We're a bit early for ours. And then you've got a manual check-in desk over here. A little bit of a photo spot right here. And then you've got some play and function rooms through here for activities. You've got some bean bags sat out here where the kids can sit and watch TV. And I think, unsurprisingly, Jumanji just happens to be showing. And then you've got the restaurants back here, which we'll take a look at later on. And you've got two hot air balloon themed lifts, which will take you up to the bedrooms, which will all be up here on these floors. So yeah, it's definitely Animal Kingdom Lodge kind of vibes when you walk through. You do feel like it is like a smaller version if you've ever been in that resort over by Disney's Animal Kingdom in Orlando. It's got this huge map here of the area, and it looks quite big, so plenty of time needed to get around all this. Well, as soon as you walk into the lobby, it's easy to see why kids are drawn to this place. The life-size giraffe, the little mini cinema screen, all the bright colours, the safari music is playing, and lots of lovely natural daylight getting in here too. So straight away, it makes a good impression from the offset. They randomly have this classic arcade Pac-Man game in reception too, which you can play off this screen here, which is a little bit random, but keeps the kids busy on the check-in. And then over here you can get some information about the different things in here, including opening times, early rider times, some details about the hotels and the movie club, and then a list of everything that's going on. So I'm using the automatic check-in. We're going to pick 2 keys. It's printing them out. There's 1 key. Where's my second key? Come on ahead. And I hope it tells me what room we're going to, because I have no idea. So I've got the room keys. Front room key. Ready to go. Your room number is 325. So I need to remember 3 digits between now and I get to that room. Okay, 325, 325, 325. There's 3 floors. Yeah? 3 floors. So down here is where the restaurants are, and the arcade. There's an arcade down here too. Oh, great. Okay, do you want to go on in next? Yeah. Can we all fit in? Is there enough room for me? Yeah. Maybe now. It's tight, isn't it? There's not much room in these lifts, and they seem a little bit slow as well, don't they?
Yeah, they're a bit cramped. Yeah. You're only getting 1 family in these, but it's fine.
Use the stairs, Ashley. Stop being so lazy.
I got cramp.
We're still in the lift. You're out at the wrong floor.
They weren't impressed, were they?
No.
Behaving.
There were people waiting there
Behaving.
and had to wait a bit more. We got back in.
But
Right.
here we are.
This is the third lift, or the third floor. Feel? Yeah. Alright. Good view. We've got confectionery machine and we've got a little hut here. I reckon she thinks this is our room. So we are in room 325, which is this way, and it says keep noise to minimum. You want to wake the lions? Certainly not. There's the savannah look out there. A few big ostriches over there. Right. We're one room away from the Jumanji corridor.
To be fair, you could book that.
Yeah.
We decided not to book that. You could have booked that.
Can I press it?
Yeah, but it's going to be like, it's exactly like we're literally next door. Right, okay.
Let me.
Yeah.
Thanks. Right, off we go.
What? Bunk beds! Right, we missed the Jumanji section by just one room. We're in 325 and this is the room tour. This is the Wanyama View standard room, king with bunk beds. That's the exact name for this room. If you're looking to book this one, that's what it's called. The Wanyama View standard room, king with bunk beds. Okay, let's take a look around. Well, as you can see, here are the bunk beds. We'll get to the view in just a second because that's really what you're paying for. I mean, the room on the surface is fairly basic. A little bit of theming around just to kick it up a notch, so you know exactly that you're staying somewhere a little bit different, a little bit themed, a little bit animal, like you can see the giraffe skin on the, well, I'm sure it's not actual giraffe skin, you never know, on the back of the chairs. And you've got a mirror here, and you've got the kids' bunks here. These are all really well themed, as you can see. And then you've got this pull-out one down here as well. So you could easily have 2 adults, 3 kids, so 5 in this room, no problem. Now the bunk beds are a little bit thin. Mattresses seem okay. I mean, for kids probably under age of 12, 13, they'll be fine in that. Nice big king bed, we love that. Again, haven't slept in it yet. It looks like 2 sort of singles pushed together, but the mattress feels like it's at least one big mattress over the top of the 2. Although again, we'll find out tonight if that is the case. A couple of little side cupboards here. Reading lights, and the switches are here. There doesn't seem to be any plugs or USB ports beside the bed, which is going to be a little bit of a problem for charging phones and things like that. No, there's nothing there. So all the charging is going to have to be done here. And it looks like there's only 2 plugs. And is that a USB port? I don't know if it is. It is. There's 2 USBs in there and 2 plugs. So that may not be enough. I don't think there's any other plugs here. There's a reasonable sized TV here, remote there, and then there's a chest of drawers or a cabinet here that again kind of bit sort of scuffed and rugged around the edges, but really, to be fair, kind of fits in with the safari kind of jungle theme. Nothing in there, just a bit of space, and in here you've got a mini fridge. You'll not be able to fit that much into it, but at least you can keep your drinks cool while you're staying here. Full length mirror right there. And then again above the bed, you've got some more kind of African styled decor. And then here you've got kettle, some cups, hot chocolate, teas, coffees, that sort of thing. Plenty of storage space in these cabinets. Again, some more wardrobe space with hangers here. And here you've got 1 extra pillow if you want it. In fact, I definitely want it. I like being propped up, so we'll have that there. Just while I see it, you've got an ironing board and an iron down here. Again, look, just as you would expect with staying anywhere with kids, lots of scuffs, paintwork, chipped, damaged, quite dirty on the kickboards along there, as you might expect. Okay, the bathroom is through here. Quite a nice little basin area, large wooden mirror here, a couple of spotlights shining down from above. You've got some more in the way of the kind of the theming, the art theming here. Painted red. You have a bath mat, some more tissues, toilet roll, plenty of towels, a couple of glasses, and your soap is here. And then a connection for electric. I don't know why they, like, who's ever used one of these? This is your bathroom, is it? A couple of towels up on this rail. It's a big shower, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big shower. You can wash yourself, and we've got shampoo. Let me just straighten that up. And we've got shampoo, conditioner here. So yes, and we've got a toilet. We've got a toilet as well. So it's small, it's tight in here, but it seems clean. Again, mainly clean. Yeah, I mean, again, given that these are rooms continually occupied by kids, to be fair, it is probably what you would expect. And also remember, it's not really what you're paying for. I mean, the carpet even out here looks like it's seen better days. Everything looks like it's been properly worn and has been through its paces. But of course, it's the view that we're looking at. So let's climb up onto the bunk bed and we'll look out and we'll see what we can see out here, which is the safari. So this window opens a little bit and here's our view. So we've got a nice little lake right here, and then you can see up here, that's where you can feed the giraffes from. We can walk up there actually from the hotel along this little path. You've got a few more ostriches out there. Is that a gazelles over there? And you've got this kind of rock. I'll put it here so you can see it clear. You've got this rock feature here with like a little waterfall coming off it, where the gazelles and so on can graze. And I guess because it's ostriches, gazelles and giraffes in this area, there's obviously no predators in this little section of the safari. And I think that is in fact the back gate of the theme park right there, just here where that's the back gate of the theme park right here, where you can access for hotel guests. Just coming through here, you can see it takes you straight in to the park. So pretty decent view actually from the window. You can see right out across the safari. There's I think a gazelle just coming into shot there from behind. Come and see the gazelle, Eden.
She's getting her shoes on.
And then there's some wee ducks and birdies in the pond or the lake down here. The only thing that is a wee bit of an eyesore if you look down, and again I suppose it can't be helped, is the roof of I'm guessing this is probably like the lobby and the restaurants down here, or maybe it could be the pool, I don't know. I think it's probably the restaurants, to be fair, and it's cloud and bird crap everywhere, isn't it?
What can you do about that then?
Well, you could clean it, I suppose, so that guests didn't have to look at it, but
anyway,
it's
right.
Probably not a...
We've got swimming booked for right now, so
Right.
we have to go.
Okay, well that's kind of I suppose the nighttime view here is you're not going to see anything. These animals will want their kip, but we see a little safari fan just in the distance there going around the track. That's the Safari, which again you can go to through the theme park, but we'll have another little gander out this window in the morning. Okay, we're heading for the Savannah Splash Pool and not the gym. 325. just done with the Safari splash pool. Only the splash pool bit wasn't open.
Because they didn't have any staff to staff the pool.
Short staff, they said, so that was a wee bit disappointing.
And also the jacuzzi was closed.
Oh yeah.
Because the chlorine levels were too high.
So there was just the pool, which basically was like it was like any 90s leisure centre in there, wasn't it? A little bit of animal theming around it, but certainly...
It was warm enough though.
It was warm, it was a little bit run down and shabby. I just thought it was a bit nasty, a bit kind of leisure centre. But you know, what again are you comparing it against? A nice, quiet spa retreat for kids.
It was like a humming noise with screaming children.
Yeah, they couldn't care less. They had a brilliant time, to be fair. We'll maybe go back and check out the splash area, which is, it's all very small down there. There's a sauna, a steam room. There's a little tiny shallow end at the start of the pool for the kids, like just a splash area. And then it goes to 1/2 metre. And then I think down at the far end, it's maybe no more than like maybe 3/4 metre, it feels like.
So you have to book the pool slot. Did you say that already?
I haven't said that.
Sorry,
No.
you have to book it. And I guess why? Because it's really small. So if you didn't book it, there'd be a million families in there and it would be horrendous, but they don't get very many in. There's maybe about 8-10 families in there.
Yeah, it is small, so curb your expectations on the pool.
Okay.
It was really big and really
Oh, it was really big, so she thought it was big.
Well, the kid again,
So
it would be
it's your
big,
shirt,
so
what kids like.
it's fine. And
okay.
you've got to bring your towel down from the room.
Yeah.
Or they charge you £2.
Which is absolutely disgusting because how are you supposed to shower, get washed, and then use it for
with the same towel, I know. But on this occasion, he actually gave us towels and he didn't charge us.
No, he didn't.
So we saved £8.
I think he knew by my face.
Well, I think he knew because the splash area was closed and the jacuzzi was closed,
Yeah.
so we got a little something there. But
Wow, trials, and I took it.
they're just happy here now, watching Bluey all night. Well, we'll go and have a look at the Jumanji corridor, just to see what it's like. So it's kind of just, they use green LED lights. That's a pretty well themed corridor, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's not that many. There's 2.
So I wonder if they've got Jumanji rooms on every floor, though. Do you know what I mean?
7. So there's only 7 on this floor.
On this floor?
No, because it's Jumanji, Gruffalo, and the Witch.
Oh.
So they're on 3 different floors. Yeah. So our room on the
So I'm going to say these are probably going to be the most expensive rooms at the moment because this is obviously the newest section. So yeah. Well, I think the difference between paying for a green door and just a normal brown door is probably not worth it. So weird. We come back from the pool and the TV's on, which we didn't turn on, and I lifted the remote and there's no back on the remote. So and you're complaining about it. What's wrong?
It's freezing.
It's too cold. Let me see. Yeah, there's a bit of a draft coming in
But is
there.
that cold air that's blowing from this?
I have no idea how these work. So this, I assume you just like turn it up, and I don't know. Is that it off?
That's it off.
Right, we'll keep it off because
Wait,
then
the
the
heat?
remote. I'm gonna say that's probably the heat. I don't know. The thing is, with these kind of ones on the wall, you're left to guess what all this means because you want just an electronic one, so that's a bit kind of out of date, isn't it?
Would that not be cool?
I have no idea. Don't know. There's loads more gazelles out grazing now.
Eating look.
You're not I.
We haven't saw any giraffes yet, have we? So I don't know where they are. But
They're down my bed.
they're right to bed.
Yeah. And there.
So yes, they've got these little breakout rooms to the side of the lobby where you come in with various kids' activities and workshops to keep them occupied, particularly whenever the theme park's not open. And tonight, it's the kids' disco. Are you in for a dance? You'll never see more adults all in one place, all with the lights about to go out in their eyes. No baby shark, nothing from Disney. What kind of... What do we get? Oh, well, we got a sticker. We got a sticker. So all is well. Right, can we please go? There is a bigger arcade we've just discovered. This is the walkway between the two sections of the hotel from the main one that we're staying in. This one's called the Aztec Hotel, and I think the Temple restaurant is in this one, and the Safari Bar and Grill is in the hotel where we've been staying in. Little bar area here, a few slushies, they're serving Costa, and yeah, this links through to the Temple restaurant. Now, it's a requirement to book all your meals in advance before you visit the Chessington Resort, and we're here now at the Temple restaurant, which we've just discovered is actually buffet style. Now, I'm going to go up and have a look at the food and see if it's worth the money, because we just got skinned basically 100 quid, which I don't know really what I was expecting, but it was actually £20 of that was on the beverages. Two adults at the buffet was $28.75 each, so that took it to $57.50 straight away. A kids buffet meal was £17.75, and then for the under fives, under fours in fact, it's £5, but also £5 are these, well, albeit refillable little beverages, so that added another 20 quid on. So before we've had any food, they take the money off you on the way in and charge you at the entrance there. So we paid £100, 25 pence for food at the Temple restaurant. So hopefully it's worth 100 quid. We'll see. What's it like up there? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there's a good choice. There is, so.
Good choice?
Good choice, yeah. Even mine is a plate full of stuff. How you know? Here you go.
So all the theme in here is designed to tie in with this idea of an ancient South American temple, complete with mystical vibes. It says dim lighting and decor is supposed to transport diners back to an adventurous era. And it says something about a show, like an erupting thunder and lightning fountain display every half an hour, some sort of sensory sound effects and stuff, but we've yet to see that. But to be fair, I'm more interested in seeing what's going on over here. So these are the fountain stations, and what can you get? Everything? No?
I'm not impressed.
You're not? What's happening?
Or why? What do I drink?
No Coke?
No full fat Coke.
No full fat Coke? Seriously?
No.
And none of them?
No.
So are these the only options then?
Yeah.
Coke Zero, Diet? Well...
Yeah, and I also, like, I bought Eden a £5 drink, and she's probably going to drink the orange.
You should ask for your money back. All right, let's have a look at the food here. We've got Yorkshire puddings, roasties, something on the bone there, lasagna, roast chicken and vegetable roll. There's a nacho station right here, Doritos, with all kinds of different hot toppings, salsa, nice touch. Over here we've got chicken korma, and you've got tikka. So naan bread here, and vegetable chili nachos here too. So the way I'm reading this, at 100 quid for a family of four, I'm having 4 dinners tonight, because they don't bank on someone like me rocking up to these places. $28.75 a head. I'll accept that challenge, so I'm going to get my money's worth, that's for sure. All tastes are accounted for here. There's mac and cheese, peas and carrots, green beans, and then I suppose there's more of the kids' options here, where you've got baked beans, nuggets, fish fingers, French fries, some sausages here as well. And then over the other side, you've got an ice cream station here with dips and sauces and things like that. You've got plenty of jelly, chocolate desserts, things like that. You've got chocolate brownies right here, and then over here you've got prawn crackers, pineapples, vegetables. I don't know if are these real? No, they're plastic. So just be careful with that. These are real, and you've got vegetables here, some carrots, celery, onions, tomatoes, things like that. Salad bar, if that's your thing. I don't think I'll be spending too much time here. Probably more time here. My first trip of the evening to the buffet, I'm having the korma, and it's actually quite good. I always get worried sometimes that these things sit for a while under the lamp, and how fresh they actually are. They just sort of have been sitting there all day, but this actually tastes fresh enough. I mean, it's not the best korma I've ever had. I have to admit it's, probably a little bit more watered down than I would prefer, but actually as far as sort of a buffet goes, it's actually not bad. It's quite a nice touch. They've got these wee steps here leading up to one of the beverage stations for small people. And because I paid a £5 for this bloody thing, I'm going to make sure I get my money's worth. I'm not sure actually if I could be here long enough to get my money's worth, but I'm going to give it a damn good shot. I'd have Diet Coke pouring from my veins at this rate.
No bad food, and I'm going to walk you from here to Belfast every night of the week.
Give over. Can you not even let a man enjoy the fact that he spent £28.75 on a bit? Well, he spent £100, 25 in total on it. Let him get his money's worth, would you not?
Well, when we go to Disney World,
What?
if you come to home rides, and we've spent, how much was it about that? £27? And we spent £27,000. You need the toilet, right?
Oh, here, do you know what I saw they have around there? A squirty ice cream machine, and you add in on your own ice cream and your own sprinkles and your own chocolate sauce.
Can we go to the toilet first?
So this is the central tower. Well, it says water fountain feature, but actually, obviously there's no water here at the moment. And it is a wee bit wet down there, so it maybe has been on at some point today, but maybe they turned it off. We're dining quite late, so it says do not drink or touch the fountain water. Who the hell is drinking from that? Maybe this boy here, actually. Yeah, so apparently this tower erupts every 30 minutes, but I don't think it's going to erupt this evening. And it's paired with rapid lighting sequences and ultraviolet markings for theatrical flair, it says, and these will be the ultraviolet lights up here. But yeah, I think we've had our last show today. Or maybe? No, actually that's not water. It looks like it is. That's dirt. So I don't reckon this has been on for some time. Well, do we love our ice creams?
Thumbs up for ice cream.
And chocolate brownies. Yeah. You didn't think much of your dessert?
No, but these are lovely.
The brownies?
I had the ice cream, it was lovely too.
I'm just going to have a chocolate. There's nothing really up there I like the look of, dessert-wise, oddly, so I'm going to just try this, but it's...
No big cheesecakes
No.
or...
Where's the cakes and the tray bakes and stuff?
Like tiramisu and
Yeah.
cream pies and...
Yeah.
I don't like all that, but you do.
That was the Temple restaurant. Yeah, look, it was worth doing once. Pretty pricey for what it was, actually, even though I got value for money there. Anyway, and I actually think the kids' meal was quite cheap. I just can't get over £5 for the drinks, £5 each for the drinks. So, what does it do?
It makes a noise when you sit on it.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, it's just a monkey noise. That's your mummy's friends. What do we think of the Temple restaurant?
It makes different noises, listen.
Temple restaurant's all right? All right.
No, it's fine.
It was okay. I think they couldn't wait to get out of it. Well, obviously, we were sort of dining quite late. What time was it, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, and
8 o'clock.
there was probably about 7 families.
Yeah, there wasn't many people there. It felt like there was about a dozen staff just waiting for us to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Actually, at the end, wasn't there?
And then I asked where the toilets were,
Yeah.
and they didn't know.
Yeah, the guy she asked for the toilets didn't know, said he had just started today. Still thought he might have known where the toilets were. And was the arcade locked? Oh, no. Well, if it was, it isn't now. And then the girl I asked about the fountain and whether or not it actually ever works didn't seem to know anything about it either, and said, oh, maybe June. Why the fountain would only be on in June in the inside of a restaurant, I've got no idea. So, but yeah, listen, food was tasty. It was quick and convenient. I just think that if the lighting was a bit better in there in terms of mood lighting, and that the effects were working and the fountain was going, you could see how that had a real sort of rainforest cafe vibe about it and would have been actually worth. Money's just randomly fallen out of this. They're giving us money. You can see how actually that could have been so much better in terms of a themed experience, a themed dining experience than it was for us. But yeah, it's okay. It was okay. So you got struck then because you said, oh, we've got no cash, but it doesn't matter. So you just tap that, £10. It gives you change. And then how much are these? £1 each? So this is the second arcade I've seen. This one's a bit bigger. The other one round by the swimming pool only had about 7 or 8 machines in it, whereas this one has actually probably not very many more, to be fair. And actually it's a relief for once that you just pay to play these games. There's no tokens to accumulate or anything like that.
These are like just throw your money in the air.
Yeah, but at least you don't feel like you want to keep playing on to win these tokens, and then you have to go through the faffing around of claiming like a tub of slime and a lollipop after just spending £30 on these things. So you just sort of play these and hope for the best. Go ahead, what's next? Oh no! Wow! Good job. Actually, you could go along here and clean up because money just randomly falls out of these. Look at all this. Free money. Look at this. Let's do the decent thing. Oh. You try. It's supposed to swirl around, isn't it? Ah. Yeah, that's how you do it. You put the coin there. I'm silly. Yeah. I'm so silly. Hey, look what Eden's doing. Giving to charity. Wow. You take the rest. Think so, yeah. Yeah, I think this is the main hotel, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's hard to even say that there are two hotels. They're just sort of two separate wings of the same building, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
You spot something new every time, don't you? Like, didn't see him before.
Am I going to let myself in?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Go ahead. Cheers.
Switch it back on. I'm not sure if it will take about maybe 15.
So what did
20.
you do? You turned it to here? Did you turn it around?
So yeah, you turn that like that.
Okay.
And then that was on 0, but I'm not sure if that was meant to be on 0.
Okay.
Flip it to 1, and that side is heat,
yeah.
and that side's frost.
Cold, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
see where this dot is? Is that it hot? And then you turn it around for cold? Do you know? No, you know.
You just turn that way to make it warm.
Okay.
But we are installing new AC in each room, so If it still doesn't work in 15 minutes, yeah, sometimes these are temperamental.
Yeah, they don't click.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming out.
You'd end
more,
up
so leave
getting a
that.
crapper
I know,
room.
no, I'm happy enough. I know, I've unpacked all stuff.
I know, that's what I mean.
But I'm fine.
Right, can you feel the warm now?
What do you put in place? Sorry, where are you moving us to?
Aye.
Jumanji?
Jumanji rooms.
Buffalo?
Gruffalo rooms.
Go ahead, big girl.
So we're looking for the lookout bridge to Safari Adventure.
That was maybe the lookout bridge there.
I feel like that was the lookout bridge. No. Well, I would say you probably go up to the 3rd floor and across again.
No, it's only the 2nd.
Oh, only the 2nd floor, like, well done. Did you get that, Eden?
Yeah.
You see, I would have went up, so we're in the Aztec Hotel, which is, well, basically it's just beside the Safari Hotel, but they are connected only by this. What we've now discovered is this is the lookout bridge. Is this it? This is the lookout bridge here?
Was this the cheaper hotel? Was it?
I actually think it was, yeah.
But it looks better themed.
You just always want what you don't have. Yeah, so this is a little walkway. Yeah, so that's basically the end of one hotel and the start of the other one. And it's this little walkway that connects the two on the 2nd floor. If you're just wanting to have a wee nosy. What were you expecting? Like some kind of...
I thought it was going to be like an outside bridge that
Yeah.
took you to a different hotel.
But actually the lobby areas, when you get out of each of the individual lifts, have really good panoramic views of the safari. Yeah, this is the lookout view from the lobby of the 2nd floor. Some outside dining there for the Safari Grill. And then you've got the lake and pretty much the same view from our room. And then over here, you can look down again at more people dining. And you've got more glass fronts here looking out towards the front of the hotel. They've got more giraffe-skinned loungers right here. And then over this balcony here will be the reception. And there's our friend Mr. Light Up Giraffe. Oh, there's also an eagle there that we didn't see before. Just be careful there on the glass, Eden. And then yeah, this is the view out the front. That's the walkway there at the lobby. In, and you can see the theme park's just closed, so just through the bird crap there in the window you'll see people exiting, getting into their cars. Finally succumb to the stairs. I knew it would come to this because the lifts are just useless, aren't they? And also I'm only doing one floor from the 2nd and the 3rd. There's how many? There's about, yeah, there's 3 floors, but there's about 20 steps per floor, so you'd be doing like, what's that? 60?
I don't know.
No, 60, 80 steps. Okay. So it's only one floor. People who only take one floor up or down should have to use the stairs actually. Shouldn't be allowed to hog the lift. Unless you're me. Oh no, that's the wrong room.
Aw, baby.
You trying to get into someone else's room?
I told her.
What, Maya?
Give me the card.
Oh my God.
We're back to the room after a day in the theme park, and look, all our beds have been made, which is nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah, we like that, don't we?
I feel so bad now.
Yeah, I like my bed.
So it did say that.
Oh.
Excuse me.
What?
It did say. Are you recording me?
Yeah.
It did say that in the bathroom that your rooms don't get cleaned every day. You have to request it, but I didn't request it. Did you request it?
No.
And they came and cleaned it. So.
Right.
I
Maybe
don't
that's
know what
because
that's
we're in
like.
a safari room. I don't know. Just see how dirty the windows are here with the sun shining on them, so you can't actually see out. You have to open it a wee bit. Have we look out? So is there any animals out there?
We've got lots of clean tile.
No, where are the animals? Oh, there's one antelope up there having a feast.
Bluey on.
Oh, and there's a seagull there.
It's Philly book.
So it is now time to check out the Safari Bar and Grill.
Wow.
I'll sit right here. So they come and bring a server around, yeah? Oh!
This is good because actually if she wanted to sit out there, you can see it.
So whereas the Temple restaurant is buffet style, this is table service, which I'm glad about actually because I couldn't too tired, couldn't be bothered with that tonight. Won't wait it on. Most expensive things on the menu is the chicken skewer, which is $28.75. Oh, aye. Oh, there's the baby back ribs are there too. They're $28.75 too. There's kids menu. Is there a kids menu?
Yeah, on the other side. Sorry,
okay.
it's on the other side.
Oh.
You have to open it.
Okay, yeah. So pizzas start at $16.75 for a plain margarita. There's a selection of sides. What they call the freak shakes. Oreo freak shake, strawberry donut freak shake, £9.50. And for the little explorers down here, £7 for kids meals, which is probably quite reasonably priced actually. They've also got some drinks options as well. Gins, ciders, spirits, that kind of thing.
Captain Morgan's mango and pineapple.
And the burgers, sandwiches and dogs are pricey enough at about 20 quid for all of those. The safari dog's £21. So it's dear, isn't it? I think it's pricey. There's a slight chance that when you come to the Safari Grill, they actually go on safari to get the animals and bring them back, carve them up and cook them. It's now 8 o'clock. You were in at 7:30. Half an hour wait. Which is actually fine if the food is good.
Well, it looks good,
So we've gone with a few options off the starter menu, really as our mains, because we've also got a main which is the safari dog, which is like a chili dog, isn't it, with fries.
Yeah.
Looks good. We've got the halloumi here, pork belly here, buffalo wings here, so well presented. All that in total is going to be about 50 quid. Kids meals, better value of course, just £7. What have we got here? Pasta? Yummy? Yeah. And some nuggets and fries and beans here. And these were really dear in the other restaurant, the drinks, but they were refillable. So will these be more or less expensive than the other restaurant? I want to say more.
especially yours. You got to.
Yeah, I got a large Diet Coke, so yeah, that's probably going to be like, Christ, God knows how much that'll be. We'll find out at the end. But will this dinner be more or less than last night's? At the buffet one, more you reckon? Right, just you want to put that over here? Shimmy it on over. So the Safari Grill and restaurant was actually cheaper than the Temple, believe it or not, by, well, actually quite a bit, by about £20. Although saying that, we didn't actually get any desserts there. So if you had added on a few desserts that we got last night at the Temple in the buffet, it certainly would have taken the total probably up to 100. I actually preferred that because it was table service, the food was good. Service was just really slow, to be honest. It just felt like everything took ages. So from the moment we arrived, the moment we got out, it's just over an hour. So service not that great, to be fair, but the food was tasty, and the drink for the Diet Coke, the large, was a £5 again. And for the regular, $4.75, so 25p in it. You're doing well. So I mentioned before, there's actually 2 arcades in here. There's one actually just beside this, between the 2 hotels, and then there's this slightly smaller one here with a grand total of 7 or 8 arcade games.
It's digging in.
Aye, it's just sliding off it. It's not even like... There is a licensed bar area here for the adults when it's all become a little bit too much here after a few days. Another huge Minecraft arcade game here. And actually right over here, there's another little arcade nook with a few other games just off the side of this bar lounge area that's just adjoined to the Safari restaurant. So that wraps up our stay here at the Chessington Safari Hotel right beside their theme park here in Chessington. Was it worth it? I would say for what we paid, absolutely. If you've got kids, especially young kids, you can't go wrong with this place. There is a Premier Inn just down the road, which is probably just as close, to be fair, to the theme park attractions, but the theming in here of the hotel and the fact that this hotel really is just constructed for kids and with kids in mind means that it's probably a must if you're traveling with young visitors. Now, if you're not heading to the theme park with kids, you'll probably want to skip this hotel. In fact, if you're there for any length of time without children, you soon realize that they're very much all around, and yeah, that can be a little bit challenging. There's a lot of noise, they're jumping around, there's a lot of kids activities, and of course the whole hotel is geared with children in mind, so it's not I certainly wouldn't recommend an adults only stay at any of these two hotels, either the Safari or the Aztec Hotel behind me. But again, if you're looking at this video, you're probably thinking of visiting here with kids, and you'll not go wrong. The hotel is crammed with lots to do for children of all ages. Now, the food can be a little bit pricey. We thought that both the sit-down meal in the Safari Grill and also the Temple Restaurant buffet, both over £100 for a family of four. That was a little bit expensive, and actually last night we were able just to order a Pizza Hut in from the local area straight to the reception here on Uber Eats, and that saved us a little bit of money, and we had sort of experienced the restaurants and kind of had got the feel for it after 3 nights here. I'll get onto the cost in just a second, but I will say there are different kinds of themed rooms and they'll give you different perks. So you saw in our room we were the savannah view room, so we had that beautiful view over the safari every morning, whether it was giraffes, zebras, ostriches, gazelles. There was always a different configuration of animal. Every time we looked out, we were able to see something different out on the savannah, so it kept it interesting, and the kids really enjoyed waking up that way. But there are other themed rooms that will give you even better perks. Of course, there's Oreo themed rooms for those with a bit of a sweet tooth, a bit of a strange theme to have, but there's also Gruffalo themed rooms. Of course, Gruffalo is big business around here. Gruffalo is basically the Mickey Mouse of this place, let's be honest. And there's also the newest themed rooms, and you saw that hallway that we stayed just beside in Jumanji. And with all those themed room experiences, you'll have designated car parking spaces out here in the car park as well, which is a really good touch because this car park fills up. Even the hotel car park, as you saw, fills up in a big way when the theme park's open. We're just filming this really early in the morning, so it's very quiet here yet. You'll maybe hear a wood pigeon in the background, so it's just sunrise here in Chessington now. But once this place, the theme park, opens up, this car park is really busy. We struggled for a car parking space at the time we arrived, but if you were staying in any of these other themed rooms, you'll have, for example, Gruffalo parking or Jumanji parking with your family's name on it, which is quite a really nice touch. Okay then, so on to the cost. How much was it and why did I think it was worth it? Well, it only cost us £835 for a 3-night stay in a Safari View room, and that included park tickets for 2 full days. So in the all, that was actually really good value when you consider we stayed on a Saturday and a Sunday and a Monday night. Now we're a little bit off season, agreeably, but even at that, we thought it was actually fairly good value when you compared the prices with even staying on site at the other Merlin attraction that we visited on this trip at Legoland in Windsor. We looked at their hotel for a few nights, staying on property at one of the Legoland hotels, and the park tickets, and this one actually came out so much cheaper, which is why we decided to go with the Safari Hotel in Chessington. So yeah, £835, 3 nights, Safari View room, family of 4, 2 full days in the park included as well. We were not disappointed. So would I recommend it? absolutely. If you're staying with young kids and you're going to be visiting the theme park, there's the separate entrance, of course, just off the side of the hotel where you can enter in. It is definitely worth the time and worth the money to visit the Safari Hotel at the Chessington World of Adventure. That'll do it. Thanks for watching. If this video was useful and you want more just like it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.